And he says, eXp Realty. Huh? What? Are you crazy? Hey, what's up, real estate agents? In this video, I'm gonna give you my reviews of being with eXp Realty for the past year. I'm gonna share with you what I love, what I hate, and everything you should know before joining eXp Realty. Okay, so let me tell you a story about my buddy. We were sitting down having some beers, and he has been with KW for a lot of years. And we're sitting down a while ago, and he says, so I'm switching brokerage companies. I said, oh, great, okay, who are you gonna switch with? And he says, eXp Realty. Huh? What? Are you crazy? So a short time later, what happened was agents from the traditional big brokerages in my town started leaving their brokerages and going to eXp Realty, and signs were popping up all over town, eXp Realty, eXp Realty, eXp Realty. And I was like, okay, maybe I've got to take a deeper look at this and find out what all the excitement is about, right? So after looking into eXp a little bit further and checking it out, it was a no-brainer for me. So I jumped in and joined eXp Realty. So let me talk to you about my first listing agreement. So my first listing agreement, pretty simple. I mean, what I didn't know, because we have a cloud-based business or campus at eXp Realty, is typically you'd have your broker sign it, you know, in your office, your brick and mortar, right? And I was like, okay, well, how's this going to work? The process was actually pretty simple. Sometimes doing it for the first time is like, what if this, what if that? It was so simple. So basically, I took my listing agreement, scanned it up into our management software, and I had this signed by my broker. About 10 minutes, I think, is all it took. Signed, done, ready to go. Let's go sell a house. It was that fast. And so after about a year, I still get my documents, anything I need signed from our broker, back in a very, very short time. And also, I never have to commute to an office to get anything done, signed, or taken care of. So I like that part about eXp. Let's see, my first closing with eXp Realty, here's one thing that threw me off just a little bit, is I had never used the transaction management software. It's called SkySlope. And so it's available outside brokerages as well. It's just part of our small $85 a month technology fee at eXp. I'd never used it. So what happened was, after my first transaction, it simplified my business. In fact, I don't know how I ever did business without it. So after I closed, basically I took my settlement sheet and copies of my commission information, and I just uploaded it into our agent hub. I couldn't believe how fast I was paid by EFT. It went really fast. So I love that. That was really cool. And it's still that way today. Let's see, random questions. The first month or two, I had some questions that I just wasn't sure how to get answered. And so what I did is I just called my sponsor, who helped get me enrolled and set up and everything, and he helped me right away. And they ended up being very minor questions. I just didn't know the answer to them. What I found out later, though, is that all of our answers can be answered maybe by your sponsor, maybe by your broker, but we're a cloud-based campus. So I'm going to show you in a minute how you can come in and just log into our cloud-based campus, but all of our answers are answered right there. If you don't know who to go to, there's an information desk that I'm going to show you in a minute. Hey, where do I go for this? Boom. So I'm going to show you that. It's pretty cool. So I really love that part. Oh, let me tell you this. Another nice surprise was after my first closing. So maybe a week or so after my first transaction closed at eXp, I logged into my agent hub, and in there, now I had earned shares of stock in eXp just from doing my first transaction. It's the same thing we do every day, and I was rewarded with shares in the company just from doing what we do every day. So I couldn't believe that. I was absolutely pumped about that. Oh, so one of my buddies joined eXp Realty. I was talking to one of my buddies. He was formerly with Remax, and I told him about eXp and explained to him how it's all set up, and within 2 weeks, he was in. He was ready. He was like, let's go, Brock, let's do this. So even though that sounds like that was the best part, it actually, for me, it wasn't, because when he closed his first transaction at eXp, he earned shares for doing his first transaction, and also because I sponsored him, helped him get set up, I earned shares in the company. So that's available to you as well. So I was daggum pumped about that. So when I log into my agent hub right now and look at how much my stock that I've earned in eXp is worth, it's amazing. It's amazing. Talking about financial stability. And so that's something that chances are at your brokerage, you're not being helped out with. So one of the other things at eXp that I've experienced is just top-notch support. And anything that I needed help with that I've had to ask different people in the company for through our cloud campus is, so if I needed help, something my broker needed to help me with, boom, done quick, fast. The IT department for anything technical, daggum fast. Help with transactions or anything going on that had a glitch or something need taken care of fast. So the support that is provided at eXp for anything I've ever experienced has been just top. Very good. Man, if you want trained on something, eXp is the place to go. So eXp has about 50 hours of live training every week. So listing presentations, lead generation, marketing. So as an agent, like my experience, I can just log into my agent hub and there's a calendar, of training calendar. So basically it shows today and this week and next week and the following week at what time, what topics are being covered, and you can just jump right in to anything that you want to like sharpen your skills on. You just jump into the live trainings. You never have to drive anywhere. You can do it from your cell phone or in your pajamas at your office. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, when I had to order new signs at eXp Realty, the cool thing what I learned is that eXp has different relationships with different sign companies. And they're in our agent hub, so you can choose to work with this one or with that one. The one I chose, it just seemed a simple way to do it, and so I designed my signs. I got it approved from my state broker that everything's lines up legally, and I ordered my signs. I got a 40% discount like you would too, using the eXp code for your new signs and frames and that kind of thing. And oh, and I had the signs in about 10 days. It was really fast. So that's kind of the turnaround that I had in just ordering the signs so that you can be back in business real quick, getting going. Okay, so now it's time for the bad news. Truth is, I don't really have any bad news. I was thinking about it like, okay, what hasn't gone right? What would I change if I could help them? I really haven't had an experience that I'd say is a bad experience or anything bad about it. Now, I did have some things that I thought I wouldn't like that have turned out to be pretty cool. And so let me tell you a couple of those. So the first thing that comes to mind is no physical office. So our traditional brokerages over the last 80 years have kind of like told our minds, in order to be in this real estate business as agents, you have to be in a brick and mortar. That's the only way it works. And by the way, by being a part of the brick and mortar, we might charge you a little bit more. You might have some office fees. You might have some desk fees. Chances are you're going to have some franchise fees and all that business, right? So the thought process of not going to an actual office can make people pause. And so I'm telling you, there's no need for it, because you're probably like me. I rarely meet clients at an office anyways. I always meet them at their home, at a home I'm showing, at a coffee shop if they need to physically sign some papers or something. Also at eXp, you can use any of the Regis offices with eXp's corporate account. So if you want like a commercial space just to get out of the house and work for half a day or a day, you can do that too. So what I thought was weird or different at the beginning turned out to be pretty cool, because I never used an office outside of the home anyways. The other thing I didn't think I'd like at first is the cloud-based campus, the virtual campus, okay? So it's different. It's something that's not normal to us as agents, because the technology is here and we've just not experienced it yet. So basically our eXp World, which is our cloud-based campus, I'm going to show you that in a minute, but basically we are provided avatars. Basically it's like looking like us as a real person walking through the virtual campus. The campus is enormous in our cloud-based campus, and so it's just different. But what you're going to find is that it's so simplified after you go through it a couple times, and it's so powerful, the resources. on every level that are available to us as agents inside there, all from the comfort of our home. So you're gonna love it. Let me walk you through how powerful eXp World is. So let me share my screen with you right now, and I'll show you as I walk around it a little bit. So here I am. When you log into eXp World, our virtual campus, this is what it looks like always. Now, as you can see right over here, I don't know if you can see my cursor here, there's an information desk. So the campus is so big because there's so much technology in every direction you can go, and more boardrooms, meeting rooms. In fact, I can have my team meet me at a certain boardroom, and we can all be in here virtually and have a quick meeting about onboarding, about listing presentations, anything we want to do as a team, we can do that. So if you walked right over here to the information desk, now mind you, it's late at night right now, so no one's here. It's about midnight, but you would basically just say, hey, I'm Brock. I don't know if you can see this on the left side of your screen. It says mic is off. Then you turn it on. And then you literally, all you do is talk. Hey, and it'll tell you who's there. A person's name will be there. Hey, Janet, I'm looking to do something in accounting. What do I need to do? She's going to say, okay. She's going to tell you to go up here to the go-to box, and she's going to say, just come down to accounting. So you click on that, you're going to go into the lobby. So it's going to take you right here into the lobby. If this was a busy time of day, you would literally just take a ticket, and it says, please take a number. So I'm number 1. No one's here. Typically, you're number 1 or 3. It's that quick. And then you would go inside to the cloud office, and you'd sit down at someone's desk here. So this is where someone would be sitting, and you literally sit down. You literally have a conversation just like we're having now about this. So let me give you an example. I just did this the other day, and the reason I came into the accounting department was eXp has a program called the Agent Equity Program. And in the Agent Equity Program, you can take 5% of every commission that you earn and buy stock at eXp at a 10% discount. They just do it for you. So you'd never see it out of your check, and you can buy eXp stock at a 10% discount for every transaction that you do. So when I onboarded at eXp, I decided not to do it. I have no idea why, but I was like, man, I'm missing out on this and buying stock at a discount in addition to the stock we already earned just by doing the business. So I came in here and I said, hey, how do I do this? They instantly sent me a form while we were talking. I clicked it, signed it digitally. It was all done. I'm in the system, ready to go. So that's how easy it was just to come right into the accounting office and say, this is what I want. There was a person there. They helped me. I mean, in and out in like 3 or 4 minutes. It was done. That's how powerful. That's just a little sliver of the cloud campus. Now from here, if you wanted to join your weekly board meeting with your broker and your teams, typically it's going to be in your state brokerage meeting rooms. And you don't have to literally walk around. You can literally come right up here and to the go-to, and we're going to go to state broker rooms. And it's going to bring up a map. So if we're going to, say, Texas, it's going to take us right to our Texas state boardroom. Okay? So typically, if we're having a meeting, we're going to come back to one of the boardrooms in the back here. In fact, instead of walking through everything, it's just as simple as they're going to tell you it's in boardroom 1 in the Texas state room. So we're going to go to meeting room 1, and click on it. And then they're just going to take us right here to the meeting room. Now, so if this was a weekly meeting, we're going to come in here. We're going to have a seat right here at this chair. And now the boardrooms are here. And now we can zoom in and see the screen of what's being presented. That's how powerful the eXp World is. So the onboarding process, it was a little confusing, and so that might hang up some agents if you're trying to just join on your own without having a sponsor help you out. And by the way, there's no downside to having a sponsor. Nothing's taken away from you whatsoever. It's only good because the sponsor's already gone through all of this and they can help you walk that process and make it simple, okay? So the onboarding process takes about 10 to 14 days, so keep that in mind. If you're looking to make a switch, maybe you've got some listings, maybe you got some coming up. So it takes about 10 to 14 days, so don't try to push it in a rush, but leave yourself that time to make that transition. So there are some hoops that can seem confusing as the process if you're trying to walk it alone when starting the joining process. However, if you'd like to join my network and my team, I'll personally walk you through every step, and we can do it on a Zoom call as you walk through, so I can say, no, click this, do this, move this, upload this, and just to make it a simple process. Also, after you are onboarded and you're rocking and rolling, I'll also personally help you make sure your agent hub and all your tools are set up so you're ready to start earning commissions right away, right back to business. So if you have questions about joining eXp Realty and you just want to talk to me about them, hey Brock, what about this? What would happen if of this? And how long does this take? And what would I do if this? I'll give you 30 minutes of my time. Absolutely, it's my pleasure. You can go to callwithbrock.com and it'll bring up my schedule, my calendar. You can just pick a time and date that works best for you, and we'll get on the phone or a Zoom call, and I'll help you in any way that I can, okay? Also, if you want to join me this week, I've got a free webinar coming up at freedomagentpro.com. You can go there and reserve your seat, and I can't wait to share it on a deeper level with you. eXp Realty from the front to the back and everything in the middle. And I think you'll find a lot of value in that, okay? So, hey, thanks so much for letting me share my one-year review about eXp Realty with you. If you're interested in learning more about eXp Realty, it'd be my pleasure to help you make the process very simple, okay? So thanks again for letting me share that with you. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to helping you unlock your freedom in real estate. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Here's another video right below here that I think you'll like. Okay, also be sure to subscribe to my channel. You can click on my picture, that little circle down there in the bottom right hand of your screen, and it will get you subscribed. Hey, thanks again so much for watching.